Hello, everyone. Today, we will explore a sensitive yet very important topic, the consequences of sex addiction, and how Buddhism can help us overcome this addiction. In modern society, sex addiction has become a worrying issue, not only affecting physical health, but also posing a threat to mental well-being and personal relationships. We will explore, based on Buddhist philosophy, how to recognize the signs of sex addiction and how we can heal and purify ourselves through gradual, patient practices. Let's explore this journey to regain balance in life and achieve inner peace. Part 1. Identifying sex addiction and its consequences. Sex addiction is not a new concept, but in today's world, where everything seems easily accessible and the social environment is rapidly changing, we are faced with issues that were once unheard of. Sex addiction is when an individual feels unable to control their sexual desires, and this behavior becomes an integral part of daily life. But what happens when sex addiction continues unchecked? It affects the mind, body, and social relationships. According to Buddhism, every action has consequences. This means that misguided actions will lead to undesirable outcomes. Sex addiction, with its nature of greed and desire for satisfaction, is a clear example of losing control. When someone becomes immersed in desire without patience or mindfulness, their mind becomes disturbed and they cannot find true peace. Sex addiction can damage family relationships, friendships, and work. Feelings of guilt, shame, and emotional emptiness can lead to serious psychological disorders, from anxiety to depression. Buddhism teaches us to recognize and control our desires, as they are the root cause of suffering. This action not only helps reduce the consequences of sex addiction, but also helps individuals find tranquility within their minds. Part 2. Buddhist Philosophy on Desire and How to Control It. In Buddhism, desire is considered one of the main causes of suffering. What we call sex addiction is the bondage to uncontrolled desire. When desire becomes something uncontrollable, it easily influences our thoughts and actions. However, according to Buddhist teachings, letting go and being mindful can help us escape the influence of desire. The Buddha taught that to deal with desire, we must learn to recognize and master our emotions, not let them overpower our reason. One method Buddhism recommends to overcome sex addiction is meditation. When meditating, practitioners learn to observe and understand their feelings without getting caught up in them. Desire, no matter how strong, is merely a wave rising on the surface of water. If we do not react, it will naturally subside. Another method Buddhism encourages is the practice of taking precepts. For those struggling with sex addiction, voluntarily setting guidelines for behavior can help control actions. For example, avoiding situations that easily lead to desire or focusing on healthy, beneficial activities to fill time rather than falling into uncontrollable behaviors. Part 3. Meditation and mindfulness in the recovery process. Meditation is a powerful tool in Buddhism that helps practitioners develop mindfulness and achieve peace of mind. For those facing sex addiction, meditation not only purifies the mind, but also helps them better understand their feelings and desires. During meditation, individuals learn to observe emotional waves without letting them guide their actions. Meditation can help reduce stress, anxiety, and uncontrollable cravings. It helps us return to our natural state of calm, overcoming misguided impulses in the mind. Through meditation, practitioners will start to become more aware of their bad habits and gradually find peace when they are no longer swept away by desire. In addition, in Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness is also very important. Mindfulness helps us live fully in the present without being overwhelmed by unhealthy emotions or desires. Mindfulness helps individuals remain patient and calm when facing temptations, thus overcoming sex addiction. Part 4. Building healthy and ideal relationships. An essential aspect of overcoming sex addiction is rebuilding relationships with oneself and others. Buddhism encourages each person to develop compassion and love for themselves and others. Building healthy relationships not only helps us find peace, but also reduces feelings of loneliness and emotional deprivation, factors that often contribute to sex addiction. Social relationships, family, and friends play a crucial role in the recovery process. When people learn to share and support one another, they will experience genuine love and connection, not through unhealthy sexual behavior. By giving love and care, each person will learn how to love themselves and others authentically. Part 5. Patience and Self-Forgiveness, the Path to Purity. The journey to overcoming sex addiction is not an easy one, but Buddhism teaches us about patience and compassion. When facing difficulties, we need to have patience, accept our mistakes, and learn to forgive ourselves. The recovery process will not happen immediately, but with persistent practice and a strong spirit, we will attain purity in our hearts. Each day is an opportunity to renew ourselves, to let go of bad habits, and to build a healthier, more meaningful life. To do this, we must nurture compassion, patience, and perseverance. Only when we learn to love and take care of ourselves genuinely can we overcome the temptations of desire and live a peaceful life. Finding true peace. Finally, overcoming sex addiction is a long and challenging journey. But if we truly understand the nature of desire and apply Buddhist teachings in our lives, we will find inner peace. Be patient. Practice mindfulness and meditation every day. Over time, we will realize that true peace does not come from fleeting pleasures, but from the purity of the heart and the love we have for ourselves.